Happy Wednesday. I was, can I talk? I was up very early this morning. It was Wednesday morning weapons practice. It's 8:30 now. I've been up since 4 because I was so tired last night after I got home from practice. It was like 9:30 when I got home from practice, and then I had to have a little bit to eat, and then a lot of times I take a shower before I go to bed if I'm going to be getting up early for weapons practice the next morning. But I was so tired last night, and I had already had 2 showers, even though I had sweated a bunch at practice. But anyway, you don't need to know that. So I decided to get up early this morning and take my shower before I went to practice. And so I did that. So it's funny though, because I had woken up and I thought, I wonder what time it is. I wasn't hearing any birds yet, so I knew it was still pretty early. I looked at the clock and it was 3:30, and I thought, okay, that's a full half hour before the alarm's supposed to go off. I can let myself go back to sleep. So I did go back to sleep, and I was having funny dreams about canoeing and kayaking, and my son was a baby. It's like poor Julian. He's always like a child or a baby in my dreams. Of course, he is my baby. Um, so, but then I got up and I got ready, and practice was great. It was only one other student and sensei and myself, which is kind of helpful for me because I can take a little bit more time in understanding um, some of the techniques and movements, but it was great, and I feel like I'm starting to understand better. And I was feeling that at practice last night as well. We were actually using weapons at practice last night too. We were using bokken last night, which is a wooden sword. This morning we were using the jo, which is a wooden staff. So anyway, last night I always like weapons practice. But we were doing some takeaways with the weapons last night that resulted in throws. So then you get to do like high rolls, which are fun. Because I like the high rolls better than the pins anymore. And I did schedule a massage appointment for next week, so that should be really helpful. And so for the rest of the day today, I want to pick some more botanicals to press and dry a little bit for more of the kind of prints that I'm making that I showed yesterday. I still need to do some toning. Well, I have a lot of toning to do, but 2 prints in particular somebody wants, and I want to get those done so I could send them out. And I have to print on my printer some negatives for these other sort of composite ideas that I have for some cyanotypes, some more in my sort of Baba Yaga series, or Baba in the Garden, whatever. I haven't decided what to call it. And then I have a guy coming over at 11 to get a quote for just some general stuff in the yard. So I haven't been having anybody help me in the yard at all since like last fall. So I've been doing a lot of work, and it's actually in pretty good shape, but there are a few areas like where there's some English ivy that I want, taken back or taken out, and some different piles of debris that I wanted to, my intention was to compost it, but I'm not getting on the court with the composting entirely, and then it just creates homes for critters. And so anyway, so I'm going to have a guy come out and talk to him about that and what it might cost. And other than that, today, I don't, excuse me, have a whole lot going on. My creative writing class was canceled because I was the only one signed up. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I mean, that means $160 back in, credited, but I was really looking forward to it. So I might see where else I can take it. There's somebody else in town that my counselor always recommends that she says gives good classes. I have to actually start on the stuff, some of the decoration stuff that I'm going to bring for the welcome dinner for my daughter's wedding in September. A flag streamer kind of thing that I'm going to do with cyanotypes. So I got to think about that. And another friend had asked about doing a cyanotype of a picture that she wanted for her father for Father's Day. And I haven't even created that negative yet, so I need to do that. And I got some cheap 100 proof vodka yesterday. It used to be that I could only find 100 proof Smirnoff, I guess it was. Smirnoff or Seagram's. But there are some cheaper ones out there. I went to the ABC store, which is where we have to go to buy our booze here, state stores. And I was talking to the guy, and I said, show me what you have in 100 proof vodka. And he was pointing different ones out, and he was saying, well, these are cheaper. I said, well, it doesn't matter how it tastes. I says, I'm not buying this for its drinkability. I'm buying this for tincturing. So the motherwort is at the stage where I could start a jar of motherwort tincture. I still have a lot left from last year, though, but I use that pretty regularly. What else will be coming up? Well, the St. John's wort isn't blooming yet, but it will be. A lot of the other ones, they're roots, so I won't be doing those probably until the fall, I guess, like valerian root I'm thinking of, and even the angelica, although I have a lot of angelica tincture already that I brought with me from California. Wormwood. I haven't actually made any wormwood tincture, so it would be good to make some wormwood tincture. Lavender is coming into bloom, so I would like to make some lavender-infused honey. I use a double boiler heat kind of bath to do it, because I haven't found that just infusing it, now, yeah, granted it takes away the raw factor from the honey, but for flavor, if I'm just doing it for flavor alone, the double boiler method seems to be more effective at extracting the essential oils, I guess. And it's so good. I love to make lavender honey. Oh yeah, I've got sage. I need to make some sage honey too, because sage honey is so awesome. So I just bought a big thing of local honey at the natural grocery yesterday, so I have that to do, and then maybe some simple syrups with the lavender. Lavender simple syrup's neat to have, because then I can use it to make like a lavender soda with sparkling water, or what I really like is lavender lemonade. Although I do sometimes make lavender lemonade just by infusing lavender blossoms. And then when you put the lemon in it, it turns this really pretty, like bright pinkish purple color. It's very neat. Or limeade. I don't have any lemons. I have to use limes. And I think that's about it. Oh, yes. Kind of like the whole point of this was to check in about the ticks. So I took my prophylactic dose of doxycycline, And we'll see. I mean, fortunately, I haven't. I was like so afraid to take that because I thought, oh my God, it's gonna like constipate me for a week or something. Um, but I'm taking some other probiotics, and I did get some um, fresh kraut from the natural grocery too, since I haven't made my own yet. And so it's not doesn't feel too bad. Um, and oh yeah, I sent the tick off to Michigan. So I have a friend who is an entomologist that works for the University of Michigan. And on my Facebook, he said, "Send me the tick." And I thought he was joking. And, are you serious? And he said, "Yeah." So in a private message, he told me that his boss is a tick specialist, and that doctors frequently, they really don't know what they're looking at when they're looking at them. So my tick is in transit via the U.S. Postal Service to Michigan, and he should get it, I think, tomorrow. Weird. So that's it. I took a bunch of pictures in the garden this morning, and I put them on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm Ike Therese there. I put them on. I linked them to Facebook too. But a lot of things really pretty this morning because there are little droplets of dew around the edge of the leaves or on the hairs of the like borage and poppy buds. Yeah, so I was pleased with those. Another sunny morning, which is good. They're saying maybe some storms to come in tonight. Yeah. So that's my little check-in. I'm doing okay, if anybody was worried. And yeah, we'll talk to you another time. Bye.